Hello. So I just had another mouth surgery. You might remember I was talking about that in my ALA video this week. Um, oh my gosh, is that a bruise? That is bad. I haven't really looked at myself, to be honest, in the last few days, but I had a video planned for today. I'm not uploading that one. I'm making this because I just had a few thoughts that were tossing around in my head. I just wanted to kind of, even though I'm not really supposed to be talking that much, I wanted to kind of let them out to you guys. Just another face-to-face video here, just me. So something that's part of my personality that I've noticed about myself that I do that I don't necessarily like, but I also don't necessarily dislike, is that I tend to go through old like pictures of myself a lot and old things that I just have like on my phone. And so I find myself, even not necessarily even like old, but just like in general, I find myself going through like pictures of myself and of things that I've done. So even stuff like in the past few weeks or months or, a year ago or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago. And I'm not sure if this is something that everybody does, but I find myself doing it quite a lot. Usually at least once a day, I will find myself scrolling through like old pictures and stuff. And it's come to my attention that I do this. And the fact that I really wasn't even aware that I did this kind of freaks me out, because it's like kind of like one of those like habits that you have that you're just like, it's not even something you really think about, you just kind of find yourself doing it. And but I was just doing that just now, which is why I'm making this. But I just had a thought, and I was like, here's something that I find really interesting, is that a few months after I detransitioned, like, I think I've talked about this before, but maybe like 2 or 3 months after I detransitioned, I saw my face changing and I saw my body changing. And I thought, this is as much as I'm gonna change. Like, this, I can't possibly change more than this. Like, my face got a little bit softer and my hips got a little bit wider. And I thought, okay, this is it. Like, that's it. there's nothing else coming. Like, yeah, I'll probably look like this forever. And I don't really know what compelled me to think that, like why I thought that. But I guess it was like I had internalized for so long that testosterone is such a powerful hormone that it will fucking change you forever, and there's nothing that you can do to ever get rid of it or like change the effects, because it is so permanent. But in my experience, over the past, it's been 11 months now since I've detransitioned, and I have literally found myself like almost every month like going back and looking at pictures and being like, wow, I have changed so much in just the past month. And like that has literally happened every month on schedule for the past 11 months. Like, my face keeps changing. Like, ignore the bruising and swelling. Like, my face has continued to change even over literally the past month. And I keep being amazed by that every time I notice it. Like, literally shocked to my core that I am still changing. And something that I have like gotten quite a bit is that I've gotten messages from other detransitioners like on YouTube, on Instagram and Twitter, who have said, oh, I've been detransitioned for, like 2 years or 3 years, and or however long it is, and I have still been, not necessarily that they say they're still like noticing things changing, just that it has taken so long to like readjust, and that their body is like has become so much more comfortable to them. But a lot of them have just talked about like, it's taken like 2 years to like, or more, to get like settled again in their bodies. And I honestly, like, even reading all those messages, I would sit and think like, there's no way that that there's no way that I could like keep looking at myself and keep thinking like that I would look more like myself. But literally every day that goes by, I sit and think I am looking more like myself, like how I should be. And like the other day, I posted on Twitter that after I got this surgery, I took a picture. And when I saw it, after I took it, I remembered this picture that I took when I was 14, and it was right after I got braces. And I pulled up that picture and I looked at it and I was like, I look the same. I'm going to show you guys because it's crazy. Um, I look the same, like to myself, like, and I never thought that I would see that resemblance again. I never thought that I would like literally look like I had just grown up into the person that I am like supposed to be. And as each day passes, I just think more and more that like I can't, like, I just think about other things more, like I just think this is not my whole life, and it's not going to be. It's not even a year since I've started this, and I already feel like I can start to like move on, and like literally doesn't define my life whatsoever. Like, and I think that's something that I've been thinking about a lot as well in regards to like my channel, because it kind of does define my channel, as this was like my outlet to talk about it. But as the months have gone on, and I've just found myself like sitting and thinking like, how much of this do I have to keep broadcasting, because it is so personal. And I honestly find it really cool and interesting that I got to like share this experience with so many people. Like, I've been going through changes that I have been able to share as educational, and also like it's like a time capsule for me now. Like, this is what I looked and sounded like on this day, 5 months after I started detransitioning. And like, I find it so cool that you guys can look back with me and see all of that the way that I saw it too. And like, I don't know, like I was really just thinking like that in the next few years, I'm going to be so glad that I did this and talked about this and made it into like a conversation that we could be having, because if not like for myself, just for other people as well, like who needed to see it. But like, I have this feeling that it was kind of just like a moment in time for me, where like the most feelings that I had about this topic, this part of my life, I've put out into the world and shared them, and I'm finding it easier to start like moving on to other things. So, yeah, today, it's Friday. Normally, I would be putting out something that's not related to detransitioning because I told myself that I wanted to start doing that more. Ironically enough, this video, um, I did want to, start doing other stuff because I really have a lot of other things that I want to show you guys. But I just had some thoughts. I just wanted to share these while they're fresh and thinking about it. Oh my god, I hope you guys can't hear that. The sprinkler has been going this whole time. I just realized that it might have been in the background being really annoying this whole time. Oh well. So yes. I should probably stop talking. My mouth is gonna start bleeding if I keep talking. By the way, I might make a video about like the reasons why I've had mouth surgeries, just as like maybe like next week's video on Friday if I can talk again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the ALA this week because like this is really painful now after 10-11 minutes. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I'm gonna go, but I'll keep you guys updated, and I really thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for like watching and like sharing like my story. I guess the moral of this is like I just find it so crazy that there are so many people here to witness what I've been witnessing in myself, like to realize this with me, to kind of see my journey as it's happening in real time. I think that's so cool. I think it's super cool, and I'm really glad that I'm doing this. So I'm gonna go because it's a little bit painful now, but thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my patrons. I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.